Roman Reigns than leukemia did.
I mean, go for it. There's no wrong answers in pro wrestling.
There's the no DQ stipulation, which automatically like flags something in my brain. It's gonna be good. Roman Reigns hasn't been putting on bad matches lately.
That's good.
Yes.
That's good.
And then we got the WWE Championship. Kofi Kingston defending his title against Randy Orton. Part 2.
Part 2.
I mean, if there's 2, law would dictate
50-50
booking, and Orton will take the title. The question is, will Kofi get a title shot return after that? Seeing as WWE threw that out the window and they did that clean slate thing that worked so fucking well. But yeah, I think Orton should take it here, or he should retire here. One of the two.
I like that they brought Orton in for Kofi because, again, as we mentioned, he has the history and Orton has solid matches and
it's
this,
the
that, and
only
the other.
important feeling feud Kofi has had.
But with that being said, with this being Kofi's first and probably, let's just admit it, last title reign for a major championship, and with it being this long, I really do not want to see Blandy Orton, of all people, take it from him. Let's have somebody who either you can build who's younger, and just pass it off, or somebody who's big and it actually means something. Obviously, you could say Randy Orton can beat him and be a transitional champion for somebody else, and yes, he can.
And that's just the thing that pushes Orton closer to breaking Flair's quote-unquote record. And I think Orton staying with the company, whereas John Cena went to Hollywood, I think they're going to let Orton have that somewhere down the line. That's why I think he wins it here, too. One step closer, and I think that's it. I think he ties Flair with this title reign, and then I think he surpasses him with the next one. I'm pretty sure.
I don't think is he up to that yet, to be tying Flair? I know that Cena is tied with Flair.
Yeah, but I think Orton and Cena had a rivalry to tie it up, too, on their end.
Could be.
Let me see.
You look that up while I move on to the Raw Women's Championship, which sees the man, perhaps, maybe asterisk, Becky Lynch take on the boss, Sasha Banks. I love this just being the man versus the boss. That right there sells. We've seen it before, obs. But,
he's at 13. He's held the WWE Championship 9 times and the World Heavyweight Championship 4 times.
Okay, so he's got a few to go before he gets close to Flair, but
wasn't it 13?
Flair's 16 time and Cena's 16 time.
Okay.
So he's got a few to go, but that's okay. It's better than what I've done, Pasty.
Right.
Let's just be honest. How's Sasha Banks since her return? I know that she was heel and this and that and stuff, but I just haven't. I don't know what's happened since she kind of backed away due to personal issues and came back. I haven't been watching, and nobody reports a lot about it, so I'm not sure what's going on with her.
It's weird because she came back with the blue hair, did the heel thing, and then Bayley did the heel thing and was like, well, I'm teaching your daughters how to be loyal to their friends. And then Sasha came out and cut a promo that was almost a face promo explaining why she is the way she is, but it made her almost seem like the good guy. And now that she's with Bayley again, I'm just like, you can't go heel, pick Bayley up, and still be a heel. You should have went heel on Bayley. But I think that could still come to a head.
Yeah, but if you went heel on Bayley, then Bayley would be face, and I really want to keep them pushing Bayley as a heel for a while.
She needs a full change then. She needs to get rid of the fucking waving arm tube men, which she hasn't. She needs to get rid of the sideways
ponytail. Her attitude's
ponytail.
been different,
Yeah, the attitude, I guess. But the promo that they cut, from what I had heard, WWE is only giving them bullet points and they're allowing them to kind of go on their own.
You heard a lie, Pasty.
From Wrestle Talk? I don't think so.
Oh, Wrestle Talk is about 40% right on average. But nonetheless, we all know WWE. There's no way they're giving, other than like the high up stars, they're not giving them.
Well,
especially
Becky wanted out, or Banks wanted out.
Yeah.
And she was willing to sit on the sidelines. I think she might have been able to negotiate that in, at least on a temporary basis until she fucks it up. And I think she might have already fucked it up.
I wouldn't doubt WWE leaked that they are letting people do that, leaking it themselves because of AEW. Yeah. Well, we're just giving them bullet points. That's, WWE's been known to leak false information before. It's not the first time.
So who do you think is going to win this one?
I'm gonna go with Becky Lynch. I don't think Banks needs it right now. I think a long feud would be great if that's what she's gonna do. And Becky's super fucking hot right now. I don't think, and this is getting into the next match, but I don't think you take the titles off Becky or Rollins anytime soon.
How do you think Rollins feels, by the way, with Becky Lynch being on the cover of 2K20 with Roman Reigns?
I think he fucking loves it. He's been on the cover. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but so is Roman.
Well, yeah, but Roman is a bigger star.
Roman doesn't even have any championship right now.
Yeah, but Roman's a bigger star than Seth. I think he's comfortable.
I just think it's funny that they didn't put the couple together and then put his best friend with her.
Yeah, it is funny, but it's also wrestling. It's also WWE doesn't really get to choose who gets the cover. It's 2K,
Yeah.
WWE has input. I don't know. I guess I don't know how they do that. I know the majority of time it would be the game distributor that has input on who makes the final call. I don't know.
Yeah.
WWE could have a contract though where they I don't know.
I mean, what as uncool as Becky was with playing the role of the couple on TV, maybe she even pushed for not having Seth on the cover with her.
That could be. I mean? Maybe they both did. Maybe Seth is just like...
Well, I think Roman. Seth is all for it because he's Vince's boy. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. And Seth could just be like, hey, let Roman have the cover of the video game that nobody buys, and I'll just keep being the champion. Seth Rollins is
basically a chihuahua to Vince McMahon now, is what I feel like.
And why not? I mean, if you're going to be in WWE, that's the way to be, right?
Yeah.
For real. I mean, that's what Hogan was. That's
Cena
what
did it. Yeah.
You know,
you want to be the guy. You want to be the man. You got to suck the man off.
Yeah. Well, I did say Hogan, and I should say no. Hogan was probably the last one that didn't have to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think Hogan's the reason everybody else has to, because Hogan kind of turned on Vince and hurt his feelings.
Yeah, but I think Hogan has sense though too.
Sucked his dick? Not literally, I mean, but kissed ass?
I think so. I mean, he had to kiss some ass to get back in Vince's
the one that brought him back after the... Well, yeah. I was going to say the opposite.
I think there was some definitely ass kissing back.
You know, Hogan didn't need that, but Vince sure needed Hogan to bring them ratings up. I don't know. Those two love to just fucking hate. I think they both just suck each other's dicks, and then afterwards they both tell each other they're ashamed of them, or each other. That seems to be the relationship they have.
No, I picked Bayley to lose the other championship. I'm picking Banks to win this one, so that way after the fact, Banks can be like, yeah, you can't keep up, and then they can have their rivalry.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it tastes good. And it could go the other way, too, but I think that would be stupid.
Exactly. Then we got the main event. Well, I've heard, and again, nobody knows because Vince will change his mind up to the last moment, but I've heard that the tag match is going to main event and the Universal match will open it, which to me is stupid and weird.
That would be stupid.
Yeah, stupid and weird. Well, let's just say the last match we're discussing is the Universal Championship. Seth Rollins, Braun Strowman, Pasty.
I think Strowman's gonna do it.
You can do it.
He might not. I think it could be. I think it should be a really good match, regardless. Seth Rollins did some great shit with Brock Lesnar recently, and I think if he can pull off a quarter of the magic he had with Lesnar with Strowman, they can have a good match.
Seth can work with a big dude really well.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I really don't think other than the tag titles, I think this is a Clash of Champions where people just keep their champions. I think people expect everybody to lose them. I think with all the changes coming, WWE would rather just stay the course. I think the opposite of what you think almost. I think they'd rather stay the course right now and then wait until everything happens to make any of the bigger changes. But I don't know. I'm just spitballing.
No, I'm hoping with Heyman and Bischoff at the helm that maybe there's some deep thought into this and some long-term booking into a lot of title changes here tonight.
Yeah, you hope so. And then we never did come up with a tiebreaker. I don't know, with as varied as we are, do we even need a tiebreaker, Pasty? Or
no, I think we should be okay. If we come out at a tie, I'll take the loss.
Well, we'll figure something out. Maybe we just fucking Rochambeau or something. I don't know.
All right.
We'll figure something out.
We'll have the fans vote.
Yeah, that works well. I love y'all. I really do. A little more participation would be awesome, but we love y'all. We see you're listening to us. Just talk a little more to us.
Right.
Speak to us. Sound like a whiny girlfriend at this point.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah. But somebody who's never needed to ask people to talk to him and always held the crowd is Macho Man Randy Savage.
That is right.
And he is definitely the namesake of our newsletter, if you will, with all of our rumors and notes and news and injuries and tradings and comings and goings. That, of course, being the Savage Sentinel.
That's right, folks. We're here to beef you up. So Anthem Sports and Entertainment, the parent company of Impact Wrestling, announced Monday that they have acquired a majority interest in Mark Cuban's Access TV and HDNet movies. We reported rumors on Anthem purchasing Access a couple of months ago, and now those talks have been confirmed. Comedian, actor, and facial hair aficionado Steve Harvey has joined Anthem as an investor and strategic partner through his Steve Harvey Global Force Wrestling production company. And wait, is that Jeff Jarrett in blackface?
Oh no! Why is he coming out with a guitar?
And Harvey now has a seat on the Anthem board. Anthem will assume daily operations of the two channels. Anthem stated in a press release, "We will assume operating management of the two popular channels. That includes Access TV's extensive library of owned programming, including wrestling, MMA, and entertainment content. The library mentioned includes Ring of Honor's weekly TV archive from their HDNet shows from 2009 to 2011 and other wrestling promotions."
Times in Ring of Honor.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a valuable chunk of years. And other wrestling promotions aired on Access, such as New Japan Pro Wrestling and Women of Wrestling, which is largely built around top Impact star Tessa Blanchard, both of which will continue to air on Access.
So this is a pretty huge...
Going to turn into Independent Wrestling Network.
I'm okay with that. Who hasn't wanted that? That's fucking awesome. Especially, if they start streaming their shit more and stuff. God, I love that. That's, as of right now, Anthem owns, not the companies of, they own obviously Impact, but they own the rights to 3 wrestling promotions and a 4th past library. That's pretty huge. I don't know that that's ever happened in the past.
No. And it's really interesting. WWE's doing big things with Saudi Arabia money. AEW's doing big things with shaking up the wrestling world. And here comes Impact and Anthem out of left wing with fucking a power move.
This is going to sound bad, but I don't know the best way to describe it. Actually, I do know a better way to describe it than I was going to. Impact, TNA, whatever you fucking want to call it, always ends up becoming that phoenix rising from the ashes. This is about the third or fourth time they've just fucking come up out of nowhere from despair.
Man, I hope it's 3. It would really work.